Hello, welcome to a visit with Nana and Papa. I'm going to put this in a weird order just because it makes most sense. And, yeah, so thank you for popping in. There'll be more information. Anything I mention, I'll put in the notes below. And this one's taking a lot of editing, so hopefully it comes out not horrible. Anyway, have a great week. Thanks. Okay, so do you see how I had like reddish browns and gray browns?
Yeah.
And now
I have been assigned to walk through and show you all the yarn in the yarn store. Because, you know, y'all might not know that they sell yarn at a yarn store. But it is called Hill Country Weavers. So, and they sell books. And they sell more yarn. And then there's all the gewgaws that go with yarn. Floss. Bamboo pop. Okay, that is not what I consider pop. This is a crafting table. Over here we have needles and needles and needles and needles. My God, there's a lot of needles. And that's just the start of the needles. See, this is a finished product. Oops, we're not supposed to turn that, so never mind. We'll cut that out. More books. More yarn. And this is the knit, spin, weave. This is the crafting room where you can come in and sit down and craft. Apparently, nobody's feeling crafty today. Ooh, look at that one. Is that not a good color? I like that color. I like that color. I'm pretty flexible. As long as it doesn't involve touching my toes. This ball has some good colors. I like them. Who makes these? It is vintage. That's what it is. Vintage yarn. Here is a whole bundle of thick. I don't know why anybody in Austin needs yarn that thick. I cannot say. Ooh, sheep wool. I used to have one of those. Don't know whatever happened to it. But whatever happened to it, it wasn't that color when it happened. Yeah, they're hard to clean. Check out that. Yep. Okay, here, you got to get a good view of this. Isn't that the kind of decor you would love in your house? It's a sheep lamp. And it's so cute. The name of the store is Hill Country Weavers. And here you will find all kinds of looms and stuff for you to be a weaver. A friend of ours named Christy has a special video on how to do weaving with a book and a pencil. I would suggest Valerie add that to this, but she doesn't know I'm talking about it, so she can't, because she is currently yarn shopping. Shock. Oops. Narrow passage. Check out this loom. This is a big loom. Now here's some more sweaters. I gotta kick this chair out of my way. More weaving stuff. And check out that sweater. That's a pretty cool sweater, huh? It is Isager. I have no idea how you pronounce that. It is Ager. Clouds of Silsmaria, Maia, I don't know. Can't read it. But I thought it'd have a price on it. It does not. Oh, wait, maybe it does. What do we have down here? Close knits. And this tells you all the goodness about the yarn. So you can't actually buy this sweater, but it tells you how you can get the pattern and what yarns to use to make the sweater. Look at the detail on this. Look at this. That is a lot of work. Let me tell you, that is a lot of work. That's a beautiful cabled sweater. But this is not what Valerie calls a mindless knit. This is a pay the hell attention to what you're doing knit, because you will mess this bugger up in a heartbeat. More weaving, buttons, buttons, buttons. Guess what? It says buttons. Yarn, not buttons. More buttons, more buttons, more yarn. Who knew? Yarn store. We'll never run out of yarn. Oh, now check out these buttons. These are carved, handmade buttons. They're kind of cool. See? And somebody who doesn't think that weight is an issue made stone buttons. See this? They're really cool. But the thing about stone buttons and wood buttons is they break easily. But they're still pretty cool until they break. Now here is an unbreakable button. See? It kind of looks like you wanted to put a gear. I think it's supposed to be a flower. Looks like a gear. Kind of looks like a nunchuck. Yarn. And now we are moving, moving, moving.
I'll think on that one.
There's my darling. You gotta think about it. Don't know what she's gonna think about, but she's thinking.
Cost.
Uh-huh. Oh, how many ends? So you buy the woven thread, right?
This all natural wool that you can dye yourself. This is a shawl over a sweater.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask someone to help you because I'm not a weaver. One second.
Look at the detail on this one. That's some work. This some work, but you better be having a shirt on underneath that, or you be giving some shows. You better be wearing a shirt, and better not fall asleep in the sun, or you're gonna get one interesting looking sunburn off of this puppy. Hats.
Do you want a black?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay, I have another black.
I want to DK if I can do it, but if not, that's fine.
She has some. That's kind of cool. This is nice. Look this. He had a purple one.
Yeah, but I still, I
Yeah,
have all the
it's
variegated
solid,
and
yeah.
And in case y'all haven't figured out what those are alpacas, because there's a lot of alpaca yarn in here.
Oh, no, that's good.
But they are probably 20 something too.
Yeah, no, but
20. Oh no, not
this is
$30.
still fingering.
Yeah, they are
I don't know.
$30. You want a DK?
Yeah, if I can do it.
There, now it's recording. Hi, Kaiwen. We love Kaiwen. She's a very nice person. If you live in Austin, come see Kaiwen and buy some yarn from her.
Definitely.
If you don't live in Austin, I do believe they have online stuff and you can mail order.
Yeah, we can.
You won't meet Kaiwen, but you know that's your loss.
You can come to her.
You don't get a
meeting.
discount on your yarn for not meeting Kaiwen, and they don't charge you any extra for your yarn for meeting Kaiwen. So it's a good deal.
$1.15. You can get 15% off.
Is everybody dizzy now? Okay, we're walking. We've already seen all this. Oh, check this bad boy out. That is some color work there. That took some work. This is color work also. Valerie loves doing color work. I just listen. I don't do any of this yarny stuff, but I know about this yarny stuff because I am a prince consort to one of the queens of Yarnia. Trust me, I've been around some yarn. I have been in a yarn shop or 2,000. Maybe not 1,000, at least 200. Maybe not 2,000. There is a nice, look at this. Look at this detail and all this information going on here. Is that not cool? We spread that out so you can see it. Ooh, good stuff. Ooh, I like this one. Check this out. It's heavy too. It's warm. This is very warm for Austin. I don't know when you would actually get to wear this, but it seems to be some kind of a tube. Oh, it's a shawl that goes over the shoulders and then it closes up and turns into a sleeve. So it covers your back. It's kind of a sweatery, kind of a shawl, kind of a weird. There's another hat. Valerie loved it because it got a little poofy on the top. She loves poofies. Check that out. That's pretty cool. A lot of work goes into that. This is a yarn holder, and you put your yarn through here, and then you put your ball of yarn down there, pull the thread out, and that's what you, well, put your ball down, pull the thread through here, and that's what you knit with. These are just yarn bags. Some finished products, some yarn, another hat. Check it out, a hat with trees on it. More yarn. A place for the husbands to just sit and wait. Notice there's no skeleton in this. That is because they clean them out on Fridays and donate them to the local canine society. A button-up sweater. This is a shawl. I think it's a shawl. Look at all the cable work on that though. Oh, good. Look here. Now we have some furry alpacas. Look like they need shaved. No, that's not your poodle. That's alpaca. I don't know if they shave poodles or not. Can't imagine that the poodle would be all that happy about it. You know why they shave sheep and alpacas and they don't shave poodles? Because poodles bite. And poodles will chase you down to bite you. Alpacas just spit on you. Here's another one. Here's you. It's a nice kind of normal color. Yarn. Ooh, check out these. Colorful, colorful. There's the colorful, colorful yarn. Once again, we have color I like. That's a good color. That's a good color. That's a good color. That's okay color. That looks pretty good. More yarn. Woody, 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 woody. There's a spinning carousel of yarn in case you just want to stand there and spin that bad boy around. Small little cakes of yarn. Here is a sweater vest. Once again, y'all got to wear something under that sweater vest or you could get in trouble for exposure. And here's another one. Why you knit something like that you got to wear a sweater under or a shirt under in Austin, Texas is beyond me, but they do. This is supposed to be Valerie showing you yarns and commenting, but Valerie's off doing other stuff. So this is Jim talking about yarn, because we all know that Prince Consorts of Yarny are so freaking knowledgeable about yarn. We are more knowledgeable. We are more knowledgeable than we want to be about yarn. And, okay, you just heard from the queen.
This is cotton.
This is
cotton. The whole cotton section. More cotton, and this is the sale section.
The sale section. Yeah, sale section. See how much tinier this is than the rest of the store? See, oh, back up. That's it. That's the sale section. And all this shit you saw before this, that's the not sale section. That's still for sale, but it's not on sale.
This is on sale.
This is on sale.
Some of these are on sale, but these are the clearance sales. These are the deep dive sales.
The deep dive sales. Okay, look, come here. Check this out. This is a deep dive sale. This is a Lang Voila. No, that's not viola. That's Lang Voila. I bet you money most of you people could not spell voila if I hadn't told you that was voila. Now, before it took a scuba tank and went for a deep dive, it was $14. Upon its deep dive, it is now $10.50. $3.50 is a deep dive. I'd hate to see what snorkeling is.
Okay, can we?
Can we what? This is knitting table. This is where people come and craft and sit together and they talk about whatever ails them. Whatever brings them joy and happiness. And now Valerie wants us to say you did good.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
Now, go ahead.
Hello. Welcome to A Visit with Nana and Papa. I'm Nana.
I'm Papa.
My name is Valerie.
I'm Jim.
We are at our local yarn shop, Hill Country Weavers. Either before or after, you're going to see some video of the yarn shop taken by Jim. Thank you very much.
And with commentary.
And then I'm also going to try and get some video of the trip here or the trip back, whichever turns out right. And then, but for now, we're going to talk a little bit about knitting, and then we're going to find out what Jim and I have been up to. Maybe talk about books or movies or TV or games or who knows. And first, I have been almost monogamous knitting, which is scary, but I have this sweater and we're to here. And one of the reasons we came is because I need more semi-solids. And so I was able to pick out 2 more browns and 1 black. And that'll give us enough to the bottom. The last color is going to be black. And we were able to do so on a budget, which makes me very happy. And Miss Kaiwin wound my cakes for me.
Thank you.
So we have, I'm going to show you the yarns. We have this one and this one, which are both Brooklyn Tweed Peary. And this one, which is Sandnes Garn Sunday. So I'll be holding all of these. I'll be holding them double, just like everything else in the sweater. But I think that these colors are a good choice. Can you hold this while I hold up the sweater?
Sure.
So when I finish this color, then we're going to move to this shade. And then the next variegated will go after it. And then it'll be this one and the next one. So let's bring out the variegated so you can see them. So in between these two will be this color. And in between the last two,
You hold the bottom one, I'll lift it up, you put the boogly, there you go.
and we'll have the dark and the black.
And we're going to have a crash of yarn in 30 seconds.
No, we're fine. So, that's one of the reasons we came here, and so y'all could see a little bit of Austin and see this yarn shop. As we spoke about previously, I did go to the retreat, and the retreat was hosted by this yarn shop. And I just thought I would share a little bit of it with you. And
Kaiwin.
And Kaiwin. We're going to try and ask her some questions, so hopefully that'll be snuck in here too.
Yeah, but she was so influential in you getting to go to the retreat.
Yeah, but we're just not going to talk about that. She's the one that told me about it. She's the one that told me to apply, and then I got to go, and she did some donating to the funds for the retreat to make it so more people could go, which is just real kind of her. This sweater, I did work on it, but it's going to be very sad, and you'll see. I knit from this marker to here this whole week. That's the extent of the work that got done on this, and it only got done because I couldn't work on the other because I needed to work, and the other one was splitting for sleeves.
So why did the red rhubarb pie turn into the red-headed stepchild?
It's not a redheaded stepchild. I'm
Yeah, it's just I like this one more. That means that's the redheaded stepchild.
No, this is a test knit, and I really want to get it done
Uh-huh.
for the designer. And I don't know. I'm gonna try. If I can finish it in time, I am going to cast on another of this same sweater as a test knit for her, but in size 8 or 9, but going down to a smaller gauge with a lighter yarn. So instead of holding double, I want to hold it single and knit a lightweight t-shirt for me, so that she gets to find out if her math works. I won't be able to tell her how much yarn I use because I'll be using way more yarn, because I'll be doing it single stranded with fingering at a much tighter gauge than the person using. So I won't be able to give her exact yarn amounts, but I will get to tell her that it fits perfectly. So.
Well, you can give her the exact yarn amount that you used, and you can do the math because you love doing math.
I already did the math.
You can do the math, and you can say, yeah, if you're going to make this out of big, thick-ass yarn, you need to use this much yarn and this needles.
Anyway, so I'm hopeful to finish this so then I can bind off, and then I can cast on the other. And I already have the yarn sorted, I just don't have it wound up.
It'll change.
Probably.
You and sorted yarn's bullshit.
Well, this one. And Lady Men Fiber Arts Merino Silk in kind of a big dill. And I think that they're the perfect color of green. I love this color.
That's spelled D-I-L-L, not deal, kind of a big dill. It's a spun on pickling.
So they're pickle. It's my pickle sweater.
It's a pickled sweater.
Anyhow.
It's beautiful.
And what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my always merino wool and my always merino wool. Super wash.
Do you want to know what the pattern is called?
Nope.
They might want to know.
Well, you've discussed it before. You can discuss it again.
It's a Santiago. I think it's Santiago. Could be some Santiaguino sweater. It's by Samba Knits. It was also a test knit for Samba Knits, and this pattern is a test knit for Samba Knits.
Speaking of funky words, what's your vocabulary up to in Duolingo?
I don't know how many words it is, but I've passed 75 days of today's day 76 of consecutive days of Duolingo in Spanish, and
2 days ago she had 550 word vocabulary. She's not being real straight up with y'all. I think that's pretty damn good. Mine's real limited. If you want to know some Spanish cuss words, I can tell you. You want to be able to start a fight, I can tell you. You want to be able to order something,
I know knitting. I don't think so. A pattern is patron.
Patron?
That's a pattern. And
not that we're talking about Patron.
No, not the
tequila.
Like
though it is a good tequila. Back when I would drink tequila, Patron was a very good tequila.
El Patron es muy divertida, which means this pattern is so much fun. And it is. It's a lot of fun. Es muy divertida. And not that Beatrice watches my podcast, but if anyone does and tells her, just let her know. Muy divertida.
We haven't said hello to Hazel or Johnny or Aquila yet. So, Aquila.
Yeah, well, we're going to say hi to people. There's so many. We'd have to say hi to Alice. We'd have to say hi to Stuart.
Hey, Stuart.
We have to say hi to all the people. There's so many.
Hi, everybody. Rebecca, Verena.
There's way too many.
Valerie. Well, yeah, there's a lot, but every week you could throw somebody out there.
This is true.
We always need to mention Hazel because Hazel is Hazel.
Yes, this is true. Hazel's a joy.
There should not be a week go by that people don't find out about Hazel. Because Hazel is a very sweet little girl.
She is. And we somehow lost her. You bumped it, and now they're seeing the ceiling and our necks. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay.
Is it any better?
So, do you have any books or movies or... I don't want to talk about the TV show we watched, if we can help it.
Why?
Because I find it very fascinating and I'm sucked in, but I find that the sexual content is way, way overdone.
Yeah.
And I really wish I'd never started watching it.
I am kind of surprised that they have that much content for it being a show that came on ABC on regular television.
Yeah,
it doesn't show anything
It
graphic.
doesn't show any
It
graphic,
just-
but it's just constantly.
every episode.
Every single character is involved in something at some point, and it's just.
It's pretty much you get to see the entire cast in their underwear at some time.
And it's just not. It's
Necessary.
not my jam.
It's not necessary, but apparently ABC's thought it was. So anyway, but I went and saw the new Super Mario Brothers movie. I saw it in 3D. It was pretty cool. It is made for children, so there's a lot more of the 3D jumping out at you goofy shit going on. But that's okay, because it's 3D. As far as the movie goes, it's okay. I'm sure if you play the games, you'd probably like it more. My grandchildren played the games. I've seen the games played. I have not played the games, but I have seen them played. So I understand a lot of the Easter eggy, whatever stuff going on in the movie. But no, I'm not saying don't go see it because it's not bad. It's okay movie. But I'm not saying, oh, wow, that's amazing. You should go see it. If I had to choose between going to see Avatar 2 and going to see Super Mario Brothers, I would be sitting in a chair watching Avatar 2 again.
So didn't you see another movie in the last week? Okay, so you've seen more than one. You went Thursday.
Oh, yes. Gus and I went and saw Mafia Mama. Back to the basics of Gus and I went and saw Mafia Mama. And the previews looked like it was going to be hilarious. Previews can do that. It was okay. I'd say it was just about as okay as Super Mario Brothers, and it didn't need to be in 3D because that's just not a movie that needs to be in 3D. Mafia Mama was okay, had some funny parts, but it had a lot of drag that dead horse around and whip it parts, and I wouldn't go see it twice. Let's put it that way. Most of the movies are long, and you need to schedule a bathroom break in there if you have AMC A-list, because you can go see 3 movies a week. Means you can go see the same movie twice. Just make sure you remember where you came back from going to the bathroom. But yes, dear, this is a movie you can't go to the bathroom in because you don't want to have to come back and watch the movie all over again for that little 2 minutes of. If you go to the bathroom, just understand that you probably didn't miss nothing, and the plot's just plodding on along without you, and you'll pick it right up where you left off, and your bladder will be feeling better. And you probably enjoy the last part of the movie more than the first part of the movie. Books.
I'm still reading Asada.
Yeah.
And I'm still reading Michelle Obama's latest book.
Are you still listening to
But
Kevin
I'm
Hearn?
listening to Kevin Hearn, but I'm only doing. This is weird, but I listen to Michelle Obama in the morning because it really starts my day out on a positive. Then I listen to Asada, but immediately following a chapter in Asada, I have to go to Kevin Hearn to laugh because Asada is so heavy. But it's important.
Yeah, I'm wondering if.
This the cakey art.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get it. I just wanted to see it, but it's linen, and I don't want to knit with linen. I want to wear linen, but I don't.
It's $21 for
Clearance linen.
this. I don't think that's a clearance price. I think that's a regular price. That's $21 damn dollars. There you go. Put that way. I didn't touch it. No proof that I did. Oh, well, we have it on video. We're going to edit that out.
All right. So,
books that I've been reading. I tried reading Brian Sanderson, The Way of Kings. Just did not captivate me. I think I made it maybe 3-4 chapters into the book before the library took it back. I might try it again. But the same series I was reading in our last one, I'm still reading. The new book came out, and it's just as poorly edited as the last one, but the story's still interesting. The development's still interesting. So Blood of the Ancients by D.K. Holmberg. Give it a check out. D.K. Holmberg is a versatile author. He's got so much stuff. The Frost Wars. Ridmark was a favorite character of ours. He carried Ridmark on through, I don't know, probably 100 books. It's a lot. But Risk is how I've been spending most of my time. When I'm not reading, eating, drinking, or sleeping, or cooking, or cleaning, because I did a lot of cleaning prior to, yeah. Anyway, when I'm not doing anything else, I'm playing Risk. And I play a lot of Risk. But Valerie likes to watch me play Risk. I like Valerie to watch me play Risk. And I try to play people, but everybody gets all pissy and leaves because they're losing. If you're going to come in and join a game, there is always the potential that you could lose. That's part of playing a game. To just exit because he took all my armies. You didn't forfeit. You just walked off and let a computer take your place. And if I wanted to play computers, I would have played computers. I wanted to play people. And so I don't get to play people as often because they
Hello, this is Valerie, and just a quick goodbye, because we kind of ended it at the yarn shop and didn't actually say goodbye. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week.